We will sort today's news directly into this 5-pillar matrix. Every article is a potential case study. We will extract specific geographical and historical data, then weave those facts into a multidimensional essay on the state's shifting industrial landscape. This active syllabus mapping methodology is the mandatory analytical mindset required to clear the mains. We start with GS Paper 1, Geography and Heritage. This requires looking at Sivasagar, the historical capital of the 6th century-old Ahom kingdom. Map Pohu Gar as a historical conservation experiment. Established under Swargadeo Rudra Singha, it functioned as one of Asia's earliest natural wildlife enclosures. The Ahoms engineered earthen embankments alongside natural wetlands to protect wildlife without caging them. Today, that centuries-old environmental engineering serves a critical geographical function, providing a winter refuge for trans-Himalayan migratory species. The wetlands sustain birds escaping harsh northern climates, yielding high-scoring biological examples for your exam, like the Siberian stonechat. You can see the direct result of this ecosystem here, with bar-headed geese utilizing the shallow waters of the Assam wetlands. To understand Ahom history, you must recognize their environmental planning. Their historical hydraulic structures actively sustain modern global biodiversity routes today. Moving to GS Paper 2, Social Justice and Health Schemes. When analyzing maternal mortality, use recent, localized case studies to prove administrative reach. The implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan in the Golaghat district provides a precise model. This chart visualizes the initiative's success. Through Gaon Panchayats, medical officers screened 5,042 pregnant women in one drive. The data isolates high-risk parameters, identifying and managing cases of anemia and gestational diabetes within that population. Broad national health targets fail without micro-level, decentralized grassroots execution. The Golaghat Drive serves as a template for your governance answers. Now open the GS Paper 3 matrix. Here we find the most critical friction point in today's news: rapid macroeconomic scaling colliding with ecological preservation. We first define the scale of Assam's industrial growth. The primary data point is the 27,000 crore rupee Tata Electronics semiconductor facility in Jagi Road. Add to that the capacity scaling of the Numaligarh refinery, which is pushing its annual refining throughput from 3 million to 9 million metric tons. The third economic vector is the Inlamobi Blue Valley cluster, utilizing a public-private-people partnership model to target Europe's $19 billion fragrance and flavor market. This specific economic transition has direct international diplomatic backing from the European Union. But heavy industry requires land. In Assam, available land frequently intersects with fragile ecological corridors. This brings us to the environmental constraint. A clearance has just been granted to divert 4.9 hectares of the Dahing Patkai rainforest for oil exploration. This diversion sits within an elephant reserve. Drilling operations threaten to fragment the habitat for a population of over 500 wild elephants, forcing them into constrained paths and aggravating human-wildlife conflict. It also introduces contamination risks to the broader Amazon of the East ecosystem, threatening species like the clouded leopard. Every argument for economic scaling must be balanced against the potential for irreversible damage to these mega biodiversity zones. For GS Paper 4, Environmental Ethics, we examine the local Environ campaign addressing plastic waste. The core ethical hazard identified here is the modern throwaway culture, a systemic failure of corporate accountability and individual civic duty. Plastics mixed with organic waste leach toxins, suffocating the surrounding ecosystem. Experts call this physical consequence the creation of expanding, irreversible toxic lands. Waste management at this level is not a municipal policy debate. Boycotting throwaway packaging is a baseline ethical imperative for every citizen. Finally, we reach GS Paper 5, Assam Custom. We now shift from extracting isolated data points to structuring a long-form essay. The overarching thesis, pulled from today's editorial, explores the shift from restricted industrial output to active economic participation. To prove this thesis to an examiner, we construct a 3-pillar framework. Pillar 1 is infrastructure and health. You cite the transition from institutional scarcity to capacity building, using AIMS Guwahati and massive civil engineering projects. Pillar 2 is economic expansion. You map the transition from the rusting Nagan paper mill to the high-tech Tata semiconductor plant built on that soil. Pillar 3 is the sustainable conflict. You analyze the friction between this industrial scaling and the ecological integrity of rainforests like Dahin Patkai. Top marks are awarded for weaving these disparate, localized facts into a multi-dimensional argument. Read actively. Keep mapping the syllabus.